Hello, hello, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Q&A with JNA. So today, what we're doing here is we're just chatting, we're just discussing a couple of things that are important and that have stood out to the freelancing community. I'm sorry it's a bit noisy here. I'm in a coffee shop. I hope the people around me don't mind. And we're supposed to have a couple of guests joining today. They're going to be a little late, but they will be joining. And if you guys have any questions for us, please let us know in the comments, and we'll be sure to answer those questions later on in the discussion. But first of all, let's go ahead and get started. My name is Jason Dulay. I am the the founder of this Facebook group, and together with me we have guys. Introduce yourselves.
Anna Soriano here.
Who are you? Sino ka ba?
Coach for WFHR students and community manager at FTEP.
Yeah, if you want to get coached by her, you should join the VA boot camp and get that training. And we also have Phoenix. Phoenix, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, it's me again. Same old, same old. For those who don't know me, I'm just this grumpy old person who responds to people grumpily. Yun lang.
Ayun. And we have another guest.
Welcome back.
Aha!
Just in time. So Glady, introduce yourself.
Ayan na.
Who are you? Sino ka ba? What have you been doing with your life?
What I'm doing with my life. Newbie freelancer lang po. Charot. I started working as a freelancer last year. I started as a video editor. Yun yung mga unang jobs na in-applyan ko kasi akala ko less yung competition compared sa virtual assistant. Pero hindi pala. Ang hirap din pala. So later on, yun, nag-explore na rin ako mag-apply sa mga VA jobs. Tapos, first ever job ko as a freelancer is VA for Mamu Liberty.
For Liberty.
Yes. So, yun. Pero nung una, hindi ako pumasa sa kanya as a VA kasi pinagawa niya ako ng graphics pero hindi pumasa sa kanya. Kasi hindi talaga ako graphics person. Pero napansin niya na okay ako magsulat. So, yun, tinry niya ako as a writer. Tapos yun na, dire-diretso na. Mas writing na yung interview kong mga jobs after that. So, until now, yun, mas content writing, content marketing. Yan. The rest is history.
All right.
Charot.
That's another beautiful story about freelancing. Kasi yun nga, we all start somewhere. And usually it's somewhere small. And as long as we excel, as long as we try, as long as we expose ourselves, and in a way showcase what we know, what we have, hindi natin namamalayan that hindi natin alam na that is actually our destiny. Just look at what happened to Glady. Kaya ako na kaya rin ako nawili kay Glady because of her enthusiasm in video editing. Syempre ako itong I really want her to grow. Pero see, after all, nakita nila yung writing prowess niya, and doon na siya nagkaroon ng employment, doon na siya nagkaroon ng income. So yeah, I think that is a very good story for everybody to know na wag silang ma-insecure, basta ilabas lang nila kung anong meron sa kanila, and eventually they will find work somewhere else in some other ways. Mm-hmm. So congratulations.
Yeah, I agree, Glady. Well, we should probably have Glady as a guest one of these days. So just says that. Pero yeah, Glady has a great story to share as well, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that. Parang finding yourself, because Glady didn't know.
Yes.
Right? You didn't even know that you would be a writer, diba?
No. I never considered myself a writer before Mamu told me na, uy, mukhang okay ka sumulat. I didn't even consider doing writing as a profession or something that I could earn from. So,
and right now she's a full-time writer. What should call you? Content marketer, writer, ganun.
Something like that.
Something like that. Sige, and
Baka
today,
naman slash something slash something slash. Ilang slash na ba ang meron sa'yo, Glady?
Kasi ngayon, parang, well, I would like to think na at this point, I'm focusing on content marketing na. Kasi ever since, I completed yung Road to 100K Masterclass with Coach Jason. Yun nga. Sobrang lito talaga ako back then. Kasi all I know is, I can write. That's the only thing I had then. Tapos, he made me realize na parang, if you really want to earn more from freelancing, medyo mahirap mag-compete with just writing alone kasi parang yung requirements for writing na talagang high value writing, parang you need a lot of experience, you need to be a published writer na talaga. I don't have any of that. So he suggested na I add some more value in terms of content strategy, in terms of content marketing, ganyan. So, ayun. Tapos, inaral ko on my own, content marketing, and unti-unti, I try to understand what it's about. Ayun. So, yun yung mas in-offer ko na this time kasi, yun nga, it pays more. And it allows more freedom in terms of what I can do kasi it involves strategizing na rin on what content to publish, on where to publish the content, ganyan. So, mas may ganun na akong relationship with my clients as compared to before na bibigyan lang ako ng writing assignment, yun na, tapos na. Parang tanggap lang ako ng topics to write about, tapos parang wala na. So, I'm not really that involved in their business. Pero this time around, they treat me as a consultant na, as a partner, may say na ako on what to do, parang that. So, yeah, I like that better.
And that's
who doesn't?
Getting paid more, diba? Getting paid more.
Yeah.
Doing
Yes.
but it's higher level, parang upgraded na writer, kumbaga. And well, anyway, first let's greet the people watching us. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
A couple of comments here. Mary Jane Burns, Mike. Good afternoon or good evening na ba? Good afternoon pa pala. Hanila. Good afternoon, Janet. Miles, LJ. Who else is here? Adlith. And Frank, we have Idol yung mic. Idol. Frank said, Jason, Idol ko mic nyo. Well, me and Phoenix had the same mic, actually. ATR 2100.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pretty good mic. Voice ulit, si Phoenix na naman to. Following to know. Hello, Anne, Miles. Eds, hello. Bong, Honey. Vanessa, Jane. Good afternoon, Kikos. From the Buhista Studios. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a studio. Anyway, so good afternoon, everybody. Once again, if you have any questions for us, let us know. Let us know in the comments, and we will get to them. Well, today, let me share something with you. I don't know if you guys saw this, Phoenix, Glady, Anna. If you saw the recent blog post we have on WFHR, which is 5 reasons why you should start as a virtual assistant. Have you guys seen that?
It's in WFHR, so I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
So, sige, I'll share with I'll share my screen with you guys. So we recently published this article, and I think it's a good discussion point for us today. Ito. 5 reasons why you should start as a virtual assistant, because a lot of people don't know where to start, diba? Like with freelancing, there's like so many options out there, and we always tell people to start as a virtual assistant, and we're kind of reiterating and telling people like, yeah, you really should start as a virtual assistant. And I want to see if you guys agree with these points, or we have discussions on these points, with these 5 reasons. 5 reasons why you should start as a virtual assistant. It says number 1 here is VA tasks are usually simple. Well, I don't know. Let's talk about that point. What do you guys think?
Let's start with Glady.
Voluntold.
Push Glady.
Kawawa naman pala ako
We
dito.
volunteer.
Oh, be
Tutulungan.
warned. Uunahan ka namin. Kasi, I mean, Anna, Jason, and I already have this reporting going on. Parang iisa na lang ang nasa isip namin. So, welcome to the club. Pero ito ang initiation mo.
Aray ko, initiation. Okay.
Hazing
Well,
ways.
Well, I agree. I agree that tasks for virtual assistants are simple compared to more specialized tasks na. Pero it still depends on the skills of the freelancer kasi parang if one freelancer gets an invitation for a job for halimbawa data entry pero hindi siya masyadong detail oriented, yung mga ganon, depende pa rin sa skill set ng tao, I suppose, kung madadalian siya or hindi. Pero compared to all other freelance jobs, I guess it's relatively simple. It's simpler to start that way. Tsaka, there's this level of, parang, hindi ka hayaan ng client to be on your own right away. Parang there's a level of guidance from the client. So, that's one other factor that makes the task simpler. Kasi, parang may guidance ka, they'll be giving you, detailed instructions on how to do things, ganyan. You don't really, well, you eventually need to figure things out on your own, pero may ganong level of guidance which makes things easier.
Ako naman,
Good answer.
Nung nag-start ako before na maging coach, talagang data entry yung task. So, yung point of view ko naman, parang talagang napaka-simple nun, kahit nga walang guidance actually, kasi parang simple typing lang from a PDF file to a Word or Excel. So, yun yung magandang pwedeng simulan din ng ibang mga newbies na gustong mag-start ng career as a freelancer. So, napaka-simple lang ng task na ganon. So, usually, yung ganong ka-simple na task, maraming nag-a-apply sa ganong job. So, mas maraming competition. So, mahirap matanggap kasi maraming competition. Pero yun yung pinakamadaling gawin.
Well,
Mahirap matanggap.
one thing I want to bring up, I just thought of it now, and I hope people don't get offended. My audience don't get offended. But we have students, diba? So WFHR, we have students in different courses. Like we have mga technical courses like SEO, we have websites. And I remember there were newbies, mga people who don't have experience. And then they see interviews with like, let's say Jason Dumana or me, we made a lot of money with SEO and web design marketing. And they try to jump into these more advanced, more technical areas of freelancing right away. And I received emails from a number of students, sabi na, bakit ang technical naman itong web design na course? Why is this so hard? Yung SEO na course, bakit ang hirap nito? And the reason is these are people who are not ready. Parang they were just attracted, kumbaga sa, you make lots of money.
The money thing.
But it's all, you can get attracted by the money, but sometimes di mo kaya, diba? It's like you can't jump in. Like you can't go to if you go to school, you have to go to high school first before going to college. Parang ganun. So I just wanted to point that out. VA tasks are simple, and we tell newbies to start simple because not everyone, of course, there are exceptions, but a lot of people didn't kaya yung more technical things right away and more complicated things. So, start with the basics, which is VA stuff.
Yes.
I think that is why pagkabasa ko pa lang ng number 1, VA tasks are usually simple. I already put quotation under usually. And simple is also a relative term kasi if years ago, if I entered Jason Dulay's course, siguro mawiwindang ako sa even the most basic tasks because just try to imagine na ako itong galing sa Windows 98 and I have no idea about. And I stayed away from Excel as well. I stayed away from Excel basta pag sinabing ang task is Excel. I'd rather hire somebody to do that. Yun ang ugali ko nun. Until I didn't realize that I was doing Excel and I was having fun with it. So that usually is also a relative term and simple is a relative term. It really depends on what you have. What do you know? What do you know? Ang kagandahan lang kasi sa VA task such as the Word and mga Excel na yan, those are super basic. As long as you know how to type, you're good to go. Yun ang kagandahan nun. But yeah, pag ano kasi I want to emphasize that the specialized courses, yung mga technical courses, those are specialized already. You should really start from the basic. You have to get to know with you have to be familiar with the Word and Excel and marketing and all of those before you parang sa high school, di ba, ituturo nila lahat sa'yo. Elementary and high school, ituturo nila lahat sa'yo. And then come college, that's when you're going to take a specific course with a specific major, yung mga yon. So you have to get to know everything basically before na mag-specialize ka. So I kind of agree 50% sa it's usually simple. It depends on the person whom you are talking to. But yeah, it's still good.
Pero potential issue rin siya for other people. Like, ako personally, I had some concerns regarding the simplicity of VA tasks. Kasi alam kong I can do more. Parang I am aware that I've been working for years. I've come from this particular industry, blah, blah, blah. Tapos, although wala naman ako ng ego that other people have na parang, bakit ako magsasettle sa ganyang job? I'm high executive, blah, blah, blah already. Pero, wala naman akong ganun. Pero, I always have this thinking na I can definitely do more. Pero, I'm entering into a new world, in a new industry that I completely have no idea about. So, yun nga, parang it won't hurt naman to take baby steps at a time and try to understand the industry first. Kaysa yung I'll insist on my specialization and my established skills already, pero hindi naman kami nagkakaintindihan ng client, parang ganun. So,
siguro ang usual problem nung newbie, parang akala nila pagka magsisimula ka ng online work or mag-freelance ka, parang napaka-technical kagad nung dating without knowing na kung merong kang background before offline sa pag-work, like yung admin support, yung mga pag-type lang, pwede na yon na gamitin sa pag-online. Parang lang sila, nangangapa lang sila kung paano talaga mag-start, kung saan magsisimula, kung anong gagawin ba. Parang ayun yung pinaka-concern nila siguro. Akala nila, ang hirap nito kasi online.
Well, I got a challenge for people dyan sa issue na yan na in response to Anna's na may mga taong akala nila puros technical lahat. No. Kasi elementary pa lang, you already have developed a skill that you can use to work online. Theme writing. May theme writing pa bang elementary? Itong K-12 na ito? I don't know. But yeah, theme writing. Yung theme writing na yan, you are trained to write and express whatever is in your thoughts. Nandyan na ang title, nandyan na ang spacing, nandyan na ang what do you call that, tab thing? Yeah, yung mga ganyan, nandyan na yan. And that is already technically good for working online. So even elementary graduates will already have the skills to work online.
Oh, elementary pa lang, di ba? You can start earning. Yeah, but that's true. That's true. It takes some adjustment, siguro. It takes some adjustment, but yeah, something as simple as that, you can really find work online. Ikaw, Glady, what can you're more in that niche. You're more of a writer. So what can you say about that?
About what, sorry?
Yung sinabi ni Phoenix na like, an elementary may theme writing, ganun, and you can even use that to start working online.
Yeah, I agree. Pero yun nga, it's also a skill for a person to know or determine that what particular skill he can use in that particular situation. So, kasi parang siguro some people take those skills for granted na parang masyadong basic for them, and they don't realize na it's what the client needs for this particular task or for this particular job. And hindi niya yun i-highlight kasi akala niya masyadong basic. Parang ganun. Pero yeah, it all adds up. Every skill that you've learned ever since you're a kid, it all adds up eh. Pati yung attitude mo towards working or dealing with people, ganyan. So it all makes you into the freelancer that you are right now.
Minsan meron na silang skill, di lang nila alam na pwede pala nilang i-offer.
Yes. Kita mo nga itong nangyari kay Glady mismo.
Marunong pala siya mag-write. Parang ako, akala ko pang bookkeeping lang ako. At saka itong si Bossing may offer na pagko-coach. Hindi ko alam na pwede pala ako maging coach. Sabi ko, pala yun.
Oo.
Let me ask you, Anna, have you ever imagined yourself from the start of online, nung nag-freelance ka na, from the start, have you ever imagined that you will become like this? A coach?
Hindi nga kasi parang nung nag-start ako, nangangarap lang ako magkaroon ng income. Tapos yun nga, parang willing lang ako mag-data entry, mag-bookkeep. Yung mga ganong simple task lang talaga. Tapos nandito yung biglang may offer na ganyan. So yun, parang nakakatuwa na discover ko din meron pala akong ganong kakayahan. Kasi parang akala ko, hindi ako marunong magturo ng tao. Kasi parang mahirap magturo, diba? Parang minsan may kasi din talaga ako, madaling mag-init ang ulo ko, pero hindi ko na gagawa sa students actually. Pero hindi ko alam kung paano naging ko rin at natuto ako mag-coach. Kasi Jason ang nakaalam na kaya kong gawin. Without me knowing na kaya ko pala yun.
And that's something that like similar cases, diba? Kay Anna, she didn't imagine herself coaching other people. Kay Glady, she didn't really think of herself as a writer. But these are cases na Anna was working with WFHR, parang we were her client, and Glady was working for Liberty. These are cases that the client really sees your potential and what you can do. Because sometimes we can't see it ourselves, diba? Sometimes we have a hard time seeing it. But it's the clients who see what kind of work or how you perform as like a virtual assistant or as a kind of data entry or whatever, and they see some potential in you. So that's one of the reasons why being a VA is also really good, because it allows you to practice different skills. We're on number 2, like you can learning new skills as you work and shining in specific areas. Ikaw, Phoenix, do you have any experiences like that?
Could you say that again, please? Hindi ko na makita. Nasaan na yung screenshot?
Do you have any experiences? I turned off the screen para kita ng audience yung mga mukha natin.
Okay. So could you just please say that again?
2, which is you can learn new skills as you work, and I want to know because like with Anna, with Glady, their clients are the ones who found their potential, and led them towards which direction to go as freelancers. Ikaw, do you have an experience like that?
Yeah, you can learn your experiences as you go through. Just for example, etong mga writing na ito. Sometimes if you start in writing, you don't know where to start. Kasi just because sinabing writing, pwede ka na magsulat ng kung ano-ano. Sometimes you have to write some specific about specific subjects in a particular way. Hindi mo alam na even you will not discover it. It's the client who will discover that apparently, magaling ka pala sa science fiction. Magaling ka palang what do you call this? Mag-correct ng mga grammar that you didn't even know. You weren't even proofreading. At na laging ako din sa word na yan. This is the second time that I struggled for that word. Yeah, and in my experience, nung kasi simula ko ng voice acting, I didn't know that I can actually hear the flaws of some sa technical. Hindi ko alam na magaling ako sa technical. Basta napapansin ko lang na why does this sound different? Why does this sound weird? At saka na lang ini-explain sa akin that yung mga waves, pag nakikita mo yung mga waves na yan, ganito, hindi pwede yung ganyan. So that's when I discovered na, apparently my ears are that good. Yun naman ang naano ko. So pag minsan, yan ang ginagawa ng mga... That's the job of the sound engineer. Talagang tinitignan nila yung mga minor flaws that even human ears cannot hear them. Pero ewan ko, for some reason may mga taong talagang naririnig nila yung mga ganyan. Just a slight crackle and you're done. So yeah, that's one. Ang ano ko naman dun, but whatever works for you. Kasi naaawa ako sa mga freelancers who are so obsessed with getting everything right para pag i-present nila ang sarili nila online, parang okay na sila. It usually doesn't work like that. Whatever you have, ipakita mo lang. Sige, showcase what you have and then naturally mag-evolve ka rin organically. Huwag mong pilitin na yung ang karamihan kasi may sakit tayong mga Filipinos that we want to save our face. Ayaw nating mapahiya. So as much as possible, mag-graduate tayo as summa cum laude before we go to online freelancing. And it really doesn't work like that. Kasi kahit gaano ka kagaling, kung mahahalata rin ng clients kapag first time mong sumabak sa mga trabahong pinapatrabaho nila. So just go for it and let yourself evolve naturally.
All right, thank you. Let's go ahead to our audience. Let's see what our audience is saying. Audience portion naman tayo. Jane Sebastian saying that's true. Simpler tasks are harder to get accepted because of competition. And then hi Red, hi Johannes, hi Maddie, hi Benj. Hello Bunny. Na-inspire daw si April sa'yo, Anna.
Isang part doon. Joke.
MJ, hi daw. Sabi ni Rixie, ang pretty ni Glady today. Today lang ba?
Wow.
Today lang talaga.
Today? Today lang, ha?
Problema ka ba kahapon kay Glady? Today lang siya maganda.
Kasi ako nakikita araw-araw, Rix.
Christita Noria has a question. I enrolled in the VA bootcamp and I know I can do the job. Ang problema ay yung age ko, 50 plus and starting out as a VA without anything to show on my profile. Dahil di rin ako nakaranas ng corporate, di ko alam kung paano ko i-cope ang kakulangan ko. Anything you can tell me to remove my insecurities?
Ako muna.
Sige,
Christy, since nag-bootcamp ka, so yung knowledge na natutunan mo doon, yun yung sa assignments natin and quizzes, pwede mo na yun i-apply sa pag-work mo and pwede mong gamitin sa portfolio mo. So pwedeng iyon na yung pinaka-evidence mo na may knowledge ka, may skill ka, na makaka-work ka with the client. So, wag mong gawing issue na kahit wala kasing age talaga actually. Kahit 'di ba si Liberty Baldovino, 50 plus na siya, pero naka-work naman siya online. So, wag mong gawing yung age maging hindrance yun. Kasi makaka-work ka. Dahil hindi naman tinatanong ng client kung anong age mo pagka nag-hire sila. So, siguro kulang ka lang sa confidence. Pero nandun na yung knowledge since nag-enroll ka nga sa bootcamp. So, application na lang ng learnings dun sa course.
May gusto akong i-add dun sa yung sinabi niya na she has nothing to show for her profile. Ganyan. Yung siguro yung message ko for new freelancers is wag kayong masyadong ma-intimidate na wala kayong portfolio, walang laman yung profile nyo masyado kasi nga kulang kayo sa experience, ganyan. What matters is the skill that you have and that you can offer the client. How exactly can you help this client with the thing that he needs? Focus on that. And then in your application, kahit na minsan 'di ba, nanghingi sila na parang, oh, can you send me some samples, ganyan, can you point me to the direction of the previous work that you've done? Minsan talagang nanghihingi sila, yes. Pero minsan nakakalusot na in your application, just mention na how will you approach this particular task? Kasi halimbawa, kung data entry yung ina-apply tapos hingan ka ng sample na, o patingin ng mga database na inayos mo before, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Wala kang mapakita kasi wala ka pang nagawang ganun. Pero you know how it is done. You know how to do it. And for that particular need of the client, you know how exactly you can help him reach the results he wants. So in your application, you can mention na, this is what I know, this is what I can do for you. And I think, and with this particular skill that I can provide you, I'm confident that we can reach this particular result that you want. Parang ganun. You can just mention that, and that itself is appealing enough for clients to contact you and consider you for the job. Hindi kasi parang hindi naman sila, most clients naman hindi naman masyadong magti-take time na isa-isahin pa yung halimbawa yung database na ganyan, yung mga lahat ng submissions ng ibang applicants. What really matters to them is how you communicate to them and how you let them know na matutulungan mo sila with what they need. So
Omo.
Phoenix, you have input?
Ayoko magpakasungit kasi parang this question actually touched my heart kasi pag minsan nakaka-insecure talaga when you're at the certain age na ang hirap humabol sa yung kakayanan ng mga bata, especially in this age. Pag minsan nga, look at our society right now, the parents are becoming irrelevant because of the lack of knowledge, the distance of our knowledge. Iba ang internet nung ang hirap i-compare ang sarili natin sa mga younger age. So it touched my heart, and I'm so sorry that you feel that way. But what I can tell you is, do not compare yourself to anybody else. You are one, you are unique, and you are you. Focus on where you are strong at, not where you are weak at. Kasi yung weakness na yan, ma-overcome mo rin yan eventually. So focus on your strengths, highlight your strengths, and stop thinking of the irrelevant matters. Just like Glady said, na they don't care about your age. So stop mentioning it. Don't say that, oh, I'm 50 years old. So ano ibig sabihin, magre-retire ka na? No. It means that you're still eager to work. So highlight why you are eager to work despite your age. Just stop comparing yourself to others and pursue this and try to enjoy it. Yun lang.
Yeah, very, very powerful words there, Phoenix. I think what I have to add is when you're sometimes, we do feel insecurities. Kahit ako, I have doubts, I have insecurities sometimes, but you just have to go. You just have to do it. You just have to put in the work, even if you're unsure, even if you're insecure. Because what happens to a lot of people, they feel scared, they feel insecure, they feel unsure, and that stops them from doing the work that needs to be done. That's what happens to most people. But the way that you can get past it is you just push on, even when you're scared, even if you're not sure about it. You still submit the proposal, you still go for an interview, you still do the work, even though you're scared, even though you feel insecure. And then you just, it's all about mindsetting, like what Phoenix said. You have to just tell yourself, okay, I can do this. I know I'm scared, but I'll do my best, and I'll keep on pushing. So and it's not just for age, not for Christy, but it's for you, it's for your age. For others, it can be a different insecurity. I do have my fears as well, but yeah, all of us just have to push forward din, diba?
Yes.
Correct. I agree.
Motivate mo, Christy, yung sarili mo. Kasi ako din, nung nag-start ako, matagal na akong hindi nag-work. Pero, yun nga, natakot din ako. Sabi ko, paano kaya ako makakapagsimula? Kasi wala na rin akong enough, parang feeling ko wala akong enough skill na mabibigay sa client. So, nag-aral. Nandito ka na, nag-aral ka na. So, i-continue mo lang yung pag-aaral. Huwag kang matakot.
Okay. Great advice. I hope we were able to answer your concerns, Christy. Let's go. We have other questions. I'll just read through the audience here. Rana, good afternoon. Hasmin, showcase what you have. Johannes, may mentoring din ba sa upskill courses? There isn't a one-on-one mentoring, but you can ask questions and like send emails to me then for the, and we have other graduates who can help you out sa ibang courses. The bootcamp lang talaga is the one that has coaching because it's really for newbies. Marissa is saying, let yourself evolve naturally, organically. Hi, Sir Phoenix. Si Phoenix lang na hi dito.
Si Phoenix lang ang bida. Si Phoenix lang ang bida. Inggit.
Guys, idamay nyo naman lahat.
Okay lang. He has the best voice, diba? So, it's fine. Go for it. And let yourself evolve professionally. Thanks for mentoring this, Phoenix. I love watching you here, Glody.
Si Glody.
Glody. Thank you. That was Sabi Christy, and a touch na si Christy.
Whoa.
Si Glody.
Si
Francisco Anchorman has a question. Good afternoon, Jason, Anna, Glady, and Phoenix. More power to flip. Are all of you earning above 100K currently, and how are you investing your earnings? It's one thing to earn well, but sometimes projects end, and it's important to make your money work for us as well. Any tips on how to make our earnings grow for those rainy days? Thanks.
Hindi nata freelance.
Kayo muna. Yeah.
Mag-start yung pinakamalaki yung in-earn.
Si bossing yan.
Kayo muna.
Mas maraming i-earn.
Ay, maraming sasabihin. Si bossing yan. Kay bossing na lang tayo mag-focus.
Wala kayong proof.
Siya na lang.
Wala tayong proof. Teka lang, screenshot lang ako. Balikan ko kayo.
Sige.
Sige mo na, bossing.
I guess I can get started here. Well,
start mo, tas
when
end
it
mo na
comes
rin.
to earning a... Kayo, may mga inputs din kayo, no?
Wala akong inputs. Sige,
Well,
go.
when it comes to financial management on a question, even I'll give like back when I was in the call center, yung first earnings ko was 10,000 pesos a month, plus two allowance, so 12,000 pesos a month. And then I got promoted. I was earning 25,000 a month. Ginawa ko, whatever I spent, earning 12,000, and when I get promoted, same lang. I didn't increase my spending, even though my earnings doubled. And then when I got promoted, I got 30, 40K a month. I barely increased my spending. And that's something I've always been following. I always spend as little as possible, because most of the money I put in savings talaga. Because you never know, especially in our in business, in freelancing, diba? There will be times when there will be slow times talaga. It will happen, and you have to have that savings. I'd say at least my benchmark is at least 6 months worth of expenses. So if you spend, let's say, 20K a month, you should have at least 120K na savings na readily. Na if you don't have 120K yet, you don't buy a new cell phone, you don't buy a new TV, you don't travel, if you don't have that savings yet. And once you have that, that's when you can parang do luxury stuff, travel, and buy whatever you want. But you have to have that emergency fund ang tinatawag dun. Like I said, I spend as much as little as possible, and I don't. Well, right now I'm earning more, so I spend a bit more than. But overall, the amount that I earn versus the amount that I spend is the amount I spend. I try to spend very little talaga.
Sabi ni Holly, I remember that the other teams
like,
even made fun of you.
Why are you laughing?
Kurupot. Tinatawanan ka daw ng
Kuripot.
team, no?
Oo,
Kuripot ka daw.
Kasi ako yung parang team manager nila. And mas kuripot pa ako sa agents. Mas kuripot pa ako sa mga agents. Sila nagsa-Starbucks, ako hindi. So ganun. Yeah, spend as little as possible and put, whatever money you can. Because I've always wanted to start a business, even before. I've always had plans talaga. So money saved, diba? Money saved is very useful. Money saved is money. A penny saved is a penny earned. Saying that it's much easier to save more money than to earn more money, actually. If you can do both, why not? But yeah, save. Really, you don't need, most of the time, you don't need a new cell phone. You don't need a new TV. You don't need to go to Starbucks every day. When you can buy a cold brew coffee at coldbrew.ph. May plug.
Meron ka, may
Sabay may plug.
promotion. Bili na.
Ano?
Order na.
Yeah, most of us spend too much money. We live in a society of consumerism. So, yeah, just spend as little as possible. And if you can put money in your stocks and whatever, then put money there. I know some people have trouble saving money, so you have to force yourself to save. You have to make a budget na ito lang si Anna raise hand. Ito lang spend mo. Ako, I just spend as little as possible all the time. Like even nowadays when I eat, tapos we spend 500 pesos for 2 people, parang medyo it's not, nag-guilty ako ng konti. Even though I can afford it naman right now, but feeling ko mahal naman ito. So I spend, period, no matter what.
But there's no one right way of investing eh. Kasi iba-ibang tao, iba-ibang priorities, iba-ibang risk appetite in terms of investing. So what I suggest you do is really know your options. Kasi maraming options for investing. And the more you understand yung terms and how it would help you grow your money, the more confident you will be in investing your hard-earned money dun sa investment product na yun. So marami kang mapagpipilian. And if you are still not that confident, pwede ka rin naman mag-hire ng parang financial manager to help you decide on which one to avail.
Don't invest in Bitcoin, whatever you do.
You can hire, if you want somebody who will give you a wake-up call, you can just hire Anna kasi being a bookkeeper, sasabihin niya, itong mali mo, nangyari ito, hindi pwede.
Ako personally, guilty ako dyan. Pag-save na lang. Kasi kung kay Jason, nakaka-save siya. Siguro for singles, kayang-kaya yan. Pero kung meron kang ibang, like me, 4 yung kids ko, napakahirap talaga. I-share ko lang na napakahirap mag-save. Lalo na kung 4 ang kids mo, lahat sila nag-aaral sa private school. Kahit anong gusto mong...
My kids.
Tipid. Oh, your kids. Kahit anong gusto mong tipid, hindi mo magawa. Kasi pagka sila ng food, food. Talagang sa food ako magastos. Kasi kung ano yung gusto ng anak ko, yun ang binibigay ko.
Totoo yan.
So,
kaya mga singles dyan, mag-ipon.
Kaya pag single ka pa lang, katulad ni Jason, mag-invest ka na at saka mag-save. Pero kung talagang parent ka na, kung parent ka na, may kids ka na, ang hirap talagang gawin. So, kung talagang may excess, dapat talagang mag-save. So, napaka-guilty talaga ako dyan. As in, alam ni bossing yan.
I would like to reflect on yung sinabi nga ni Glady na marami kang options. Kasi if you're going to search online, marami kang makikita dyan na testimonies like Dave Ramsey, siya pinaka-popular, how to get rich in blah blah blah, how to be debt-free in 2 years, blah 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 blah. Marami sila mga ganyan. Like Glady said, maraming options dyan. If something doesn't work for you, try another one. If something doesn't work for you, then try another one. Ang experience ko sa ganyan, by the way, sinabi ko na kay Jason sa una-una pa lang, I do not disclose my earnings. Yeah, I do not disclose my earnings. Pero there's this painful reality that happened to me before. Nung nag-abroad ako, akala ko yung pera ko malaki kasi syempre sa abroad ka, and the time that I left the Philippines, parang 2 pesos and 50 centavos pa lang ang minimum fare noon ng jeep. So akala nung nasa Korea ako, parang na-stuck yung utak ko na ganun pa rin ang value ng pera. So I was receiving thousands of dollars at that time. Akala ko malaki yun. And then nung umuwi ako, na-shock ako na wow, that thousands of dollars na every month na naiipon ko, in just 1 year na ubos. Kasi ang iba ang economy natin, talagang ang bilis. The second thing that I noticed when I came back here, kasi parang nakakashock talaga ang culture ngayon. It is the poor people who are fond of spending, to be honest. Kaya kung just try to notice yourself, kung ikaw yung mahilig sa nagkasahod ka lang ng konti, o tara, magkano tayo, o libre kita, call ko, sige, okay, shot tayo. Pag ikaw yung ganun, honestly, pag nakikita ka ng mga tunay na mayayamang tao, they will laugh at you kasi ang tingin sa'yo yung you're trying too hard. You're just a social climber. You will notice that. Makikita mo, pag once na malaki na ang earnings mo online, you will notice that you are the one who is even eager to save more and prepare yourself for a brighter future. Madedevelop mo rin yan naturally. Pero pag yung I'm sorry, but pag pobre ka, ikaw itong mahilig mag-astang mayaman pag may konting pera. And I think you will notice that in public. Ang sa akin, because of what happened to me, na pag-uwi ko, wala palang kakwento-kwento yung inipon kong pera. What I do nowadays is, okay, I prepare a little for the future, but I also live in today. Kasi mahirap din naman yung nag-uulam ka na lang ng asin just for tomorrow. Mahirap naman yung ganun. Enjoy yourself. Indulge in whatever you want and try to enjoy your life, but at the same time, mag-prepare ka ng kahit pa konti-konti lang for the future. And for the rainy days naman, maraming it takes a lot of studying para simulan mo ang mag-venture ka sa investment. It takes a lot of studying, and to tell you the truth, a lot of multi-millionaires out there ended up in zero because they weren't ready. They weren't ready for investing. But just to yung mga passive incomes na lumalaki na lang ang pera mo na kahit wala kang ginagawa. It takes a lot of education, so you have to get ready for yourself kung gusto mong pumasok dyan. Which I think I think Fao started studying that. It would be interesting to have him as a guest sometime as well.
Yeah, we can have that Fao come in as well. Yep, thank you guys for your inputs regarding money. That's a very sensitive topic. Let's see here. We have another question here. Joanna, stop thinking about irrelevant things. Clap, clap, clap. Very well said, Phoenix. Sabi ni Bunny. Vanessa Grace, hi. I'm a call center agent for 3 years. Nag-render na ako ngayon sa company. Not to brag, but I'm a top agent for the whole 2017 sa company namin. The reason why nag-resign ako kasi I'm a single mom, and for me, I think being a VA is a convenient job for me. Kasi minsan wala masyado akong time sa anak ko. Wala talaga akong masyadong idea about being a VA. I tried applying in Upwork, pero na-reject ako, and wala ako masyadong idea. Can you give me tips and ideas? Feeling ko mahirap ang pagiging VA.
We go to Coach Anna. That's my answer. Ito ang silbi nito mga the reason why we have experienced people here na assisting you guys. Kasi ito yung mga situations na ganito, yung personally, there are some specific ways to cater to your needs. Ito ang expertise nitong mga coaches, just like Coach Anna. She can give you the proper answer that you need, not the answer that you want. Kasi kung yung answer that you want, don't ask me. ask other people, but don't ask me if you just want to hear the answer that you want. But if you want to hear the answer that you need, eto, may mga coaches dito who will help you directly, personally, and one-on-one as well. That's my answer.
Ang hirap part, dun sa intimidating part, dun sa ang hirap naman hindi ako ma-hire part. So kung nalampasan namin, malalampasan mo din. It's just a matter of mindset pa din.
Tsaka kahit saan naman mahirap mag-apply, kahit offline, online.
Mahirap
mag-apply. So kung i-condition mo na yung sarili mong mahihirapan ka talaga dito at hindi mo kakayanin, wag mo nang ituloy. Doon ka na lang sa offline job. Pero since yun nga, maraming benefits sa work online since sabi mo nga, single mother ka, single parent. So, yun ang gawin mong motivation na kailangan mo makapag-work at from home dahil sa anak mo para kasama mo siya while earning, diba? So, diniscuss namin kanina yung basic na kung ano yung mga simple task na pwedeng gawin ng isang virtual assistant. So, doon ka muna mag-start. Tapos later on, pwede mong i-offer yung pagiging call center agent mo, pwede mo ring maging gamitin na skills for offering yun sa client, diba? Later on. So, yun.
May kukwento kang kasi yung first official Upwork job ko, hindi siya yung usual application process. Parang daya siya. Kasi merong someone within the Flip group naghahanap ng someone who can edit a PDF file, parang ganun. So doon ako na-hire, parang nag-communicate na lang kami na parang sige, idaan natin Upwork yan. Tapos binigyan niya ako ng napakagandang review, ganyan. So there's more than one way of getting that first job. Kasi yun yung pinaka-crucial eh. Once you get that first client, once you get that particular experience, mas magiging confident ka na in applying for the next one. So, hindi porket parang sa Upwork lahat nagpupunta yung mga tao, doon
na lang lahat. Oo.
So, there are other ways. You can also have someone mentor you na parang someone more experienced than you, tapos parang kung pareho naman kayo ng niche, parang sige, can I do some of your tasks, ganyan, para matuto rin ako, things like that. So, ayun, explore lang din talaga. If you really want to excel, if you really want to pursue freelancing, yun nga, there's more than one way to do it. Importante lang talaga, malampasan mo yung first hurdle na yun and tuloy-tuloy na siya.
Kumbaga, hindi lang isa yung pinto papasok dito sa freelancing. Maraming ways. Maraming pinto.
And there are many ways to enter that door. Katulad ng nangyari kay Glady. I think this was also addressed in one of Jason's videos na meron yung isa na can I enter freelance as a client para i-hire ko ang sarili ko? I think that was the question. And and I also thought about that during the Odesk times. Akala ko, ano kaya kung gagawa ako ng ibang account tapos i-hire ko ang sarili ko and then I will give raving reviews because all you need is that first job. Yun lang ang kailangan mo and then the rest is darating na yan. Well, it doesn't mean na uupo ka lang darating na ang client, ha? You still need to ask for work. But meron yung iba, there's another dirty trick that you can do. If you have relatives abroad or relatives who has a credit card, you can just ask them, can I work for you at least? Bigyan mo, para lang mabigyan ako ng review. Yeah, you can do that if you want to. If somebody has a credit card and they want to enter Upwork, they will hire you. Sige, mag-deliver ka ng coffee sa kanila for 3 days and that is good. You know, the history is of Odesk. Maraming mga porket online ang hiring nila, it doesn't mean that you have to work online as well. Back in the day, ginagawa nilang ala Craigslist ang Odesk. Somebody that can in-specify na you have to be in this area kasi ang gusto niya is for you to transfer his sofa from the first floor to the 10th floor. And yeah, naka-open yung job na yan sa Odesk noon, which is Upwork now. Ano lang kasi there are many ways to enter that door and it's up to you kung gusto mong maging creative ka or you want to follow yung strict na ABC na binibigay ng strict na I'm doing this and the camera doesn't say it, strict na ABC na na binibigay ng Upwork sa'yo. My advice is be creative. If you really want to get that first job, be creative in getting it. By the way, I have 2 questions for Glady. Glady, how long did it took you before you got your first job in Upwork?
I opened an Upwork account December 2016. Kasi I had to prepare kasi I've decided na parang last month ko na yun with my office work. So parang I decided na the following months, hindi na ako mag-a-apply sa ibang job. So I created my account December. I got my first client June. Yun yung sa Flip na nag-hire sa akin via Upwork na.
So that took you
Simple VA
about
task lang na parang PDF edit tapos nagdagdag siya ng isa pang job na podcast editing. So parang dalawa na agad yung jobs na magkahiwalay. Pero same client. Tapos yun. Tapos 5-star review din.
so it took you about 6 months of
Pero
waiting and
Upwork
struggling.
Hindi
Yeah,
siya
sa Upwork
parang,
It took
Pero
you 6 months of waiting and struggling and frustration na nag-aantay na nakakainis and then you're confused.
super.
Yeah.
Parang
But now in
sinukuan
your
ko na
situation,
for a time si
was it worth it? Was the 6 months of waiting worth it?
Oo naman, definitely.
No.
It takes
There you go.
parang kailangan mo lang kasi talagang maintindihan yung platform. Siguro back then I wasn't applying the right way. Parang the proposals that I'm sending aren't that good. Tapos I'm not focusing on what the client needs. The skills that I have aren't good. Parang hindi siya at par dun sa skills siguro na hinahanap ng client ganyan. So I have shortcomings on my end na that I needed to improve on. So ayun. So later on ganyan. I just needed that client kasi yun nga parang Filipino din yung client. Si Neil Reichel. Yun. Siya yung nag-hire sa akin. And yun nga, parang aside from getting those jobs from him, he also shared some tips on how to, yun nga, parang how to go about applying sa Upwork, ganyan. Tapos he gave me raving, reviews, ganyan. So, ayun. So, kasi what really propelled me forward is that confidence that I gained from getting those first jobs talaga eh. Kasi sobrang nakakababa ng moral when you keep on applying and you're not getting responses, you keep on getting rejected, ganyan. You eventually doubt yourself na parang is there something wrong with me? Parang I can do this job naman, ang sobrang dali naman ng job, pero bakit hindi ako na-hire? So yun.
So that's the answer. Give yourself some time. Who asked that question again? Yeah, give yourself some time and just keep on enhancing whatever you have and work on your application and whatnot. Sige lang, just keep on pursuing. Kasi eventually you will get your job and it's gonna be worth it. Look at Glady.
Yeah, and
yes,
well,
don't give up.
Add, if you've been in the call center for 3 years, you can always work. Well, like when you start off freelancing, you can leverage your existing experience in the call center and still do customer service or sales or technical support work when you first start out. If you're having trouble getting hired as VA, you can be a customer service rep. And there are lots of jobs like that on Upwork. And then eventually, once you do get those first few experience, first few reviews on Upwork, then you can venture out into other areas of virtual assistant where you don't have to be on the phone, where you don't have to work a certain shift. And I want to ask if you are you a student with the VA bootcamp? And if you are, then yeah, you can schedule that coaching with Anna because I think she can really help you out. Si Anna talaga. She can really help you out with one-on-one coaching. Okay, ang bilis ng oras, no? It's already like 6 or 8 p.m.
6:10 na.
Yeah.
Daldal kasi ni Phoenix.
Phoenix. Hindi pa namimigay ng pagkain.
Kaya nga, siya nang kain ng kain.
I told myself, okay, last week I told myself, okay, next week nandito mga ibang guests, so you better behave. Felix, maya. Sorry, I cannot stop myself.
Well, it's good. We I think the audience got a lot from all of us today. We are ending up. We are wrapping up. I know there are other questions, but we'll have to save them for next week because we are running at an hour. Next week. So we should be back next week. Same time. Mga
channel.
5 or you wanna keep it 5 p.m. Okay, back then you guys.
5. Glady, okay lang? 5?
Ulit.
Yes.
Chiki.
Cheeky.
Yeah, your input is great. Your input is great, Glady. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows kung ito madi-discover? You might discover something here as well. You'll never know.
And we might have another guest. We were supposed to have another guest, but
Yeah.
na-delay siya.
Delay ang kanyang
We'll have him next week siguro.
Surprise na lang. Surprise.
With technical issues.
Yeah, I want you here next week. I really want you here next week. Siguro tatahimik na ako ng konti.
Sige. We should have that person next week. Thank you guys. Thank you for staying on. Thank you for watching. To our audience, thank you Anna, thank you Phoenix, thank you Glady for all the input you've given to our community today. If you want to start out as a virtual assistant, check out freevacourse.com. We talked a lot about it, but if you want our 5-day free course on being a virtual assistant, freevacourse.com is what you'd like to check out. Thank you once again, everybody, and we'll see you next week at 5 p.m.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.